Okay, well, I'm hoping it's gonna be live because at the moment YouTube didn't really tell me because I'm doing a bit of servicing on my computer at the moment. So I thought, well, I haven't live streamed my computer before when I've been doing the servicing, but I'm cleaning my air filters, my electrostatic air filters, and I'm also going to sort out a noisy PC power supply fan. I need to get something to put the phone on because at the moment I can't really hold my phone up properly. Actually, I've got an idea. Just give me a second. Let me just go on that. Let me go and get the other stand. You have to bear with me a sec. Right, I'm going to try to find somewhere to put this because it's not exactly very well organised. Oh, shucks. I don't know if I can put the phone in with the charger thing on. Uh, I don't know. I'm going to try some. Hang on a minute. Everything's falling over. Let me just try to get this in this cradle with the power supply lead still attached. I don't know if it will work. You see this cradle thing here is when I did it in SketchUp, I didn't make a hole for the lead. Actually, I'm going to have to cut some of that tape. I know what I can do. Just give me a sec. I'll unplug the lead a minute. Hang on. Get it in the cradle without dropping my phone. Oops. Now if I press it back, I should be able to get the charger lead on because I don't want the battery to run down for me. This thing gets hot as well. Bear with me. This is a bit ad hoc. It's going to work. I've got the lead upside down, I think. Oh, you bugger. Come on. Which way around is it? Tips in the way. Is it in? Oh, I think it is. Yeah. Right, this is a bit tricky because I'm trying to get the camera to focus on the computer, which is over there. Sorry, I can't even see the screen right now. So it's a long distance view, but it's the only way I can really do this because I've got stuff everywhere. I'm just putting my soda down away because I was I was trying to sort out the electrostatic air filter which goes in the back. You can't see it. I'll turn it around, I suppose. So this thing I made a few years back. I went and broke it because it got jammed, and I was trying to pull it out, and the contactors, because it's 3D printed material, and it pulled apart on the layers, then broke the connection, which is using conductive paint, and there's some 10 meg resistors mounted in there to make sure the current doesn't get high, so it doesn't catch fire or anything. And so I thought, well, I'll sort this out first. I'm going to get this right way up, because one way it goes in easy, the other way it doesn't go in so easy. And if I try to force it, then I can't get the damn thing out again. Is that the right way? What's happened is that the plastic has it's warped over the years since over the last 3 years since I made it. It's warped a bit, so it's giving me a bit of a problem getting it back in now. Lining it up, trying to line it up. I think what I'm going to do is redesign this damn thing, because I don't like the design I did on it. I'm going to make a new one at some point. I need to get some more conductive paint. I don't even know which is top and which is bottom, because it matters when you're putting it in. I think that's the right way around. Why is that sticky? Ugh. I'll have to clean that in a minute. Actually, I'm going to clean it before I put it back. Dear me. A bit of isopropyl alcohol. It is quite mucky in there. The whole idea, could state that. The idea is it collects the dirt before it gets into the computer. And it works, look at that. Well, most of them are supposed to be on these elements really, but it's the ground area. It's the earth part that collects all the crap, which is this outside part. I suppose what will help put this thing back together is if I use a bit of gear grease, and I've got some gear grease here, and I can put a little bit of that. It's like a white. It doesn't smell of anything. I think it's made up of tiny plastic balls. And there's always the possibility that my live stream could suddenly cut out on me while I'm doing this, because Jesus, got a muck on there. All of that would have been on the computer if I hadn't had this filter on. It's mostly nicotine, my bad. Ooh, my back. Oh, I hate it when I'm bending over stuff, it gets my back. Of course the grease won't do a lot of good if it's the contactors. There's 4 contactors on the side here, 1, 2, 3, 4. They intersect with these little slots. I need to move my keyboard. I want to sit down because this is killing my back. Oh, get that sinking feeling. Right, so let me see. Will putting a bit of gear grease on here help? It might do. It's not going to affect the it's not going to affect the contact because it's high voltage. I mean, it's high voltage, very low current, so it can get through any gap. I'm just hoping that this gear grease isn't conductive, because if it is, oh, I left my torch on. I want my battery down. So about maybe every 4 years or something like that, I clean my computer out. Or is it every 3 years? Actually, there's a line on here somewhere. It's supposed to be up there. Yeah, I think it's faded. What's happened? Oh, why is it so sticky up here? Oh, I know why. It's that double-sided tape I put on it. Double-sided tape. Yeah, that was to stop the hose. I stuck a air hose on the back. It sucks the air through. And it kept sliding off, so I put some double-sided tape on here. And that's what's sticky. It's not muck, it's just the glue. And I'm going to have to bend down because I can't get lined up. I don't like forcing it. If it's hard to go on, it's hard to get off. There's only 4 ways it'll go. Only one way, 4 ways, really. Ah, that one seems to be the one. We can just get it started. Yes, this is the one. You've got to put it dead straight, otherwise it will crack. Right, got you. Right, that's back. It's falling over. Right, that's back on. I'm not going to mess with that one anymore. And oops. And there's another one here. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to have to deal with that. I'm just going to brush the filter. It won't be so bad because I can see from the inside that I can't see him up there, so the inside one's got no filter on. Well, it's got a plastic thing on it. This one, interestingly, this one, it does have electrostatic filter on it. It's clean. It's spotless, and because of that, that's because it's got no electrodes on the inside. This is just a ground actually on the inside, but the fan looks clean. There's no need to service that external filter. This is just a ground to shield it so it doesn't get any electrostatic near my graphics card. So this is got a wire coming up to ground. So all this is grounded in here. And I've got to get my power supply out to sort that stupid fan out. It's been driving me nuts for about 2 years now. And just to show you how clean everything is in here, I don't know if you can see over there, but I need to move them nickel metal hydrides out of the way because I can't move. Stick them over there. So my CPU is behind this hose which comes to that fan. I'm going to take that off because I want to get this power supply out to sort the fan out. No, got you. Right, out. And look at my CPU. Look how clean that is. That's because the filter's doing its job. I would like to bring the camera over here, but it's a nightmare. I mean, just look at that. I don't know if you can zoom in. It's spotless. There's not a flake of dust anywhere. Where's my other torch gone? I'll put it. Oh, I see it. There, look at that. You can probably see over there. Actually, I don't know if you can or not. Make sure my camera. See that angle over there? Is my torch in the view? I can't see a damn thing. Oh yeah, it must be in the view. Right. Oh, I want my screwdriver. I want the electric one as well. The drawbridge is thing. Where's my electric one? There you are. Right, I've got a. Do I have to unplug everything? It might be wise. I like these modular power supplies. I'm just going to unplug all these out of the power supply so that I can take it out completely. Go on, Bennett, come here. When you've got all these peripherals, it's a nightmare. Oh. Just a minute, I need that other screwdriver. Stick that down there. Right, is that better? My back is playing up. I'm too close with this thing now. Much better. Got you. God, that's tight. Right, all unplugged. I think this thing's got a 5 or 6 year warranty on it, but I'm not sending it back just because of a noisy frigging fan. I was going to use my electric screwdriver, but I thought I'd left that on. But no, I'll do it this way, otherwise something's going to fall down and bang, smash something. I'll leave the top screw till last. Right, I'm going to hold it now. One screw left, that's left in a bit. That's so much easier when you can unplug everything. Oh, my back. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to complain, but yeah, this, look at that. I'll show you this in a minute. This is what's good about this electrostatic air filter. This computer, I assembled it and built it and put the air filter in this thing. Actually, the power supply was replaced, I don't know, there should be a date on it, because it was brand new. It's all in Chinese. I think it was 2017. No, it's before that. 2016, 2015. But look how clean that is in there. Oh, my camera's pointing up at the sky. What the hell have I done there? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Silly me. Right. Oh, look how clean that is in there. It looks brand new. And the output vent, shine the light in. I can't see a speck of dust anywhere. That proves that my electrostatic pulser works, but this fan has been driving me up the wall. They don't put no grease in the damn bearings. Well, useless. Why can't they put some bloody grease, silicone grease, in the bearings? They don't, the lazy twats. I mean, it would prolong the life. I'm trying to find the right Torx. That's the one. So it looks like I'm going to break. Oh, actually, there's different Torx for these. Oh shit! Hang on a minute. I can reach maybe. Oh. Yeah, that's the one for the case. Right. Now I'm sitting down to do this fan. You're probably not going to be able to see, so I'm going to move the camera again. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's drooping. My other camera just fell off this damn thing. It can hang there. So First job. It still looks brand new, this thing does. It's just to undo the case so I can get to the fan. Void if removed. Well, I'm afraid it's going to be void then. So I'm working on my main computer, not my backup one. My backup one's still broken. A few weeks, I was on Twitch when Zero Fossil Fuels was live, and something happened. This is going back a few months now. It completely destroyed my graphics card. The reason why I suspect, and it won't boot at all now, you backup one, it's completely dead. And the reason why I suspect it's a graphics card is it attempted to reboot after it shut down. And when it was rebooting, I got all these green and blue bars across the screen, which to me is graphics. Anyway, after that, I reset it and it wouldn't start after that, so... There's a sticker somewhere holding this on. There we go. Now you can see how clean it is. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about, my air filter. And these are the sides of the blade that should be covered in filth, because these are, yeah, these are actually sucking air in, and the air will be on this side. The air would be pushed into the power supply and out the back. And as you can see, that baby is as clean as the day it was born. Right, so unplug fan. If I can get the damn plug out. Do I even need to bother to unplug it actually, because if I just take this sticker off, I can lubricate the bearing, put the sticker back on, put it back together. So I'm just going to put it on here. I'm not even going to attempt to pull that out, because knowing me, I'll go and create another dry joint issue. So I just need to take this sticker off here to get to the bearing. And there's a rubber cap, because this is all that's wrong with this thing. Noisy fan. There's a rubber cap somewhere, should be. Oh, twat! It's not even a rubber cap. That's plastic. I can't even get to the bloody bearing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a spare fan, because the other one is. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get to the bearing. The only other way is to drill a tiny hole and inject some grease down into it. I'm going to have to. I've got to take the fan out, because it's going to be a bit more of a big job by the looks of it. I'll get this plug out somehow. Has it got a clip underneath? I see the clip. I can see the clip now. It's one of them. Oh, I've got it. It's one of them weird butterfly type clips. You gotta squeeze them. These are tweezers. Come out. Ah. Got you. Right, finally got the damn plug out. So, is a sticker on the other side, on the top. It could be that side. I have to get to. I'll put that one back. I'm going to take this fan out now. It's been driving me batty. When it's cold and you turn it on, the flicking fan's running. Shouldn't be running when it's cold, but still, it's annoying. Why is that screw different? That's just got paint in it. It's weird, this other screw is different than the others. It's tight. Let me try find a different screwdriver. There's different torques for it. Oh, that works. This one works. And that was too small for that. I don't believe it. Can't the Chinese be more consistent with the screws? How can you have basically 3 different torque screwdrivers for 2 different sets of screws? At least I don't need to clean it. Oops. That's the other screw just fell out. So is this a sticker? It looks like it is. I have to hope that there's a grease nipple under here, because if there isn't, I'm going to have to make a grease nipple, because I'm not taking this motor apart. Oh, you twat, there isn't one. What is that though? There's something there. I'll probably put a plug in there. Can I take this whole thing off? Can I push it off? No, I don't want to come off. Well, so that looks like a weld. So I can't grease the bearing on that side. It's making such a racket though when it's going. Why is it quiet now? When it's running, it's vibrating really bad. It must be this one. It's the only one that's a large fan. The only thing I can do is possibly drill a hole to squirt some grease in there, but somehow I don't think that's going to help. I think the grease has got to go in that side, because that's the runner bearing. The runner bearing is at this end, I think. Unless I can get the whole fan off, which it's going to be tricky. keep checking for rubbing. So what does it say? What voltage? It's 12 volt DC, 220 milliamp. Right, if I power this up off a battery, let's see if it's actually making that noise, because I want to confirm it is this thing before I go any deeper. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I'm going to use 15 volts because I think these are a bit flat. I get these wires and stick them in this socket and this plug. Positive is on the left. Right, we're connected. Now let's get my jumper leads on here. Green. All I'm doing is validating that it's the fan making the noise. I'm pretty sure it is. It's the only thing that runs at, all the other fans run at high speed. This is the only one that runs at a slow speed. And it's a low frequency noise. Is that going to rub on anything? No. Right, negative, positive. Oh, that's nice. Cool. It only seems to do it at when it gets to a certain temperature, though. When it's cold. Which is weird because it's not doing a damn noise at the moment. I'm not going to put this thing back together like that because it'll start again, I know for a fact. It sometimes makes a noise, sometimes it doesn't. Ah. Oh. I've got to figure out how to get some lube in that thing. I'm going to see if I can prise this fan off. It might be popped on. If I prise the back of it on both sides, it should pop off. Ah. If it breaks, it breaks. If it breaks, I can always 3D print another one. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, I can't use my computer. Well, I can actually, because this fan is really, at this time of year, it shouldn't even be running. try and pop it off without breaking anything. Something just gave. It's on its way off. Yeah, it's coming off. I just heard it click. I need to go a bit more. I'm using a plastic tool, so I'm going to use my nail file, which is also a plastic handle, so it's coming off. I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I've broken a bit of my nail file off. That's what snapped. I heard something click and it was that. Oops. Well, I'd rather break the nail file than break this thing, that's for sure. Ah, I just heard it go that time. It's coming. Ah, yay! It's coming! Told you I've got it. Look at that. You've got to be very careful with these freaking things because you can break the ribs off. So we got it off. And let's see. Oh yeah, this bear is as dry as a bone. There was only one question left, and that is, will this thing pop back together again? I don't see the reason why not. Well, it's as dry as a bone. There's no grease in that whatsoever. Well, it's not going to bother me anymore because I'm going to put some flipping... I got some GTX high temperature grease, which, well, I've had it for years actually. I'm just going to put some in here I put it in this tube so I wouldn't have to carry that horrible great big container around because the container is all greasy and horrible and I don't want to get it all in my hands. So I've got this. I'm going to put this grease in there. I'm going to pack it with grease. Right, so we're going to the main bearing. There we go. It'll never need another lube ever. Not with this stuff. This stuff will last forever. You know, we see them taking them old bulldozers apart. I've been watching on YouTube this guy. Well, the wheels are packed with grease. Well, this is the kind of grease that they use. It lasts forever. This is going to squirt out everywhere now. It's high melting point. It's called high melting point. So it won't dry out. It'll never get hot enough to dry out ever. Right, now all I have to do is put this back together again. Problem fixed. I'm just going to put it partially in before I snap it together. I want to see how much it squeezes out. I don't want too much in there obviously, so I'm just going to take a bit out. Don't want too much, it'll squirt everywhere. Right, now I'm going to squish it back together again. We had it click, didn't we? Perfect, all sorted. Let's give it a test run. Oh, I disconnected all my leads as well. My phone is going to be cooking. I don't know how long I've been live, but oh. There we go. It's working. Oop, the lead got caught in the fan then. That's a lot better. I couldn't hear it before, but it's running a bit slower, which means the grease is circulating. Right. I've got to put it all back together now. I certainly hope there's not another fan issue, but if there is, I'm going to have to deal with that later. Right, so... There was a bit of plastic. Oh, there it is. So which side was the plastic? Oh, shucks, I can't remember now. Well, the case goes on. And the label's at the back. That's right. So the fan, oh, the insulation. This plastic is high voltage insulation, so that has to be like that, because the high voltage stuff is down there, so that plastic is obviously against the high voltage section. Yeah, that's the mains there. So let's see, the lead has to go down there. Looking at the way the lead's bent, so that must go on like that. So it has to be like that. A minute, I've got this panel right way up. I must have. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to find that odd screw in a minute. I have a gut feeling it's the one I'm holding. No, it's obviously the other one. The last one. It would have to be the last one. Wow, I don't know. This one's not fitting very well. Ouch. Try the other hole. Why do they have to use different size screws? What is going on? What? Are you shorter? This one's shorter. I don't believe it. This screw is smaller. What? It's just going round and round. I haven't stripped it. All I've done is take the screws out. I don't believe that China, well, maybe I can't believe it. China is using the wrong size screws. Why is that one going round and round? Oh, hang on a minute. Is there that's something? Have I overlooked something? Is there a nut on the back of there? A minute, maybe one of these. I don't believe it. That grill. This doesn't make any sense. The hole is too big. How the hell can the hole be too big? I'm just going to take this out again. I haven't even put any pressure on the damn thing. Right, these screws should be exactly the same. Oops. Where did he go? Let's put them on the table to see if one's longer than the other. They're all the same. What? This doesn't make any sense. I have not stripped it. There's no way. It's impossible. I haven't even screwed it in. I haven't even put any pressure on it. Let's check these holes. This screw just pushes in. That one's got a grip. That one's got a grip on there. That one's got a grip. This hole, maybe it was never tight to begin with. This doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, unless something's fallen out on the floor like a nut, there must have been a nut. There must have been a nut on the back of there. Well, what I'm going to do is improvise because I just don't get it. Has something fallen in here? Nope. It's weird. What I'm going to do is, I don't like it when there's a screw that won't tighten up. Right, I'm going to get some of my this tin material, and I'm going to make pull that off. I'm going to make what you might call a what do we call it now? They used to do this years ago. They have a little insert in for the screw to. Oh, which one's the loose one? I've forgotten now. Is it that one? That's the one that's loose. So what you do is you get this tab of metal, you push it in through the hole, used to, you've seen these on other, you bend the tabs over like that. I'll bring you a close up. You bend the tabs over like that so it can't fall in. Now I've got effectively a wire grip thing, and it won't fall in, and that will give me what I need to give it the grip it needs. So I don't understand why it's loose, but it is, and these are tight. Do I need to do any more? No. Doesn't add up, just doesn't make sense. I bet you this is wrong way up now. So I want that. That plastic wants to be like that. I'm going to do the loose one first, which is that one in this corner. I'm getting the hole. It's getting started now. Always something. Actually, I'll put the other one in first. Oops. I'm going to stick a screw in this one to hold it up because it keeps flopping about. Or this one in this corner. Right. Loose. Right, that'll hold that up. Actually, I'm going to do the others first because it's flopping about. This grid's moved. Oops. Oh, it's the fan grid's not lined up now. I don't believe it. Really bad design. I'm surprised at Corsair. They're supposed to be one of the best. That grid has to be. It slipped out of position. That's why. Right. I'm only doing it finger tight. Wrong one. I wish they'd use the same screws. Make sure this thing's lined up right. Hang on a minute. You're not going to believe this. My bit of wire, my bit of stuff that I put in there has come out. Oh shit. I don't believe this. It's not my day. It's not my day. Well, yeah, I'm going to glue this in so it's falling out. See. Is this the bigger hole? Yeah. All I need to do is stretch the hole while it's in situ. So I'm going to, before I put this together, I'm going to put this screw in and stretch this so that it's going to go in easier when I put that together, because it's where's my other screwdriver gone? Oh, God. Oh, it's gone. I'm going to use my pricker to push this in. Oops. That's no good. Okay. I don't want this falling in the power supply, that's why I'm being, it can't, because there's a screw on the back there, so it can't even fall through the hole, because there's a screw on the other side. Right, that's better. Right, let's put a screw in just to stretch this so that it fits right, and then when I put this together I should have less hassle. Okay, that worked. I've stretched it to the hole. Ouch, cut my thumb. Nearly cut myself. That's great. I've stretched this to the hole diameter by putting the screw in and tightening it up. Right, so what's happening is that this flipping grill, when I'm putting the screws in, is moving out of position like this, and then it's just driving me up the wall. Very badly thought out. It only has to slip a millimetre and the whole thing's knackered. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a dab of glue on it. Maybe that will hold it. Oh. Right, this should stop it moving around. Line it up is really tricky. Right, lined up. I'm just going to let that glue set. I have never come across a power supply like this in my life, with the grill like that. The grill is normally fixed to the separately to the case, and that glue is holding it now. So right. Well, that one's in. Oh no, screw's fallen. There's a missing screw now. Where have you gone? I'll find it in a minute. Oh, it's here. Silly me. Wrong screw again. I think. That's tight. That's tight. I'm backing it out until it drops into the original thread. They're very poor quality Torx, these are. I'm trying to get into the thread that's already there and it's been a right bitch. If you're not in the thread, it's cockeyed, you see. It looks cockeyed. It's better now. Right, we're in. Nothing rattling. No. Right, all that's back to normal. Now I have to connect the fan. Right, that's in. There's a thermistor in there somewhere. It tells it when it's cold, and I bet you that the thermistor that triggers this fan is right next to the air intake, which is stupid because it should be on the exterior, on the air where it expels the air, so that it knows when the heat going out is actually hot. But I can't see the thermistor, wherever it is. They've probably stuck it under all of this white gunk and stuff, I don't know. Anyway, that's ready to go back together. Everything lined up. That plastic stuff is catching. That's supposed to be on the outside. It's gone underneath. Bugger. Hold on a minute. Oh. Come on, it's not right. Just a minute. This has to be on the outside, on that, riding on the outside there when it was going on the inside. And God, this is so crap. The way they made this is crap. Last, finally. Ow! Finally got the damn thing together again. It looks nice, but China's had their hand in it, something to do with the design, I think, and it's not what I expected from Corsair. I want the mini, the little one. Always turn the screws back a bit until you hear it click, and then you know you've got the thread right. Otherwise you cut another thread and it just ruins it. Oops. Can't see. Somebody, the person that invented Torx so that there would be a new standard of a highly efficient grip on between the driver and the actual nut or screw that you're tightening up. But somebody always manages to screw up highly efficient new designs by making them the wrong size, which is what's happened with these screws in here. They're all bodged up and it gives Torx a bad name. I remember when they first came out, I was working on Philips or something, or was it in the hi-fi shop years ago, we used to repair stuff. The first time we saw them, we thought, what the hell are these things? You know, it was like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And at the time, it would cost you a fortune to buy a Torx screwdriver. It would be like 8 or 9 quid just to buy one thing to do one screw. It was ridiculous. But obviously, you can get them in sets now. But yeah, right, so this is all ready to go back in again. And I'll tell you what, I've got to end the stream now because my phone is going to be boiling hot, and you've seen me take it out, and you know it's going to be straightforward to plug it all back in again. So, and my phone is going to be really sweating right now. Let me just feel it. It's cooking. I'm just going to put the charger a minute. I have to get this out of here. Right, without upsetting the live stream. My battery is at 72% with the charger in, so oh shit, I've just pressed the volume button. I hope that didn't do anything. So I'm going to show you a close-up inside my computer before I actually put it back together again. So you can see how clean it is. So my anti-electrostatic cleaner, how efficient that. Let's see. There's the CPU. Right. I haven't cleaned it in donkey's years. My hand's shaking a bit. I'm going to kneel down a minute so I can rest my elbow. So there's the motherboard. There's the cooling fan for the CPU. I'm going to put the I've got a finger in the way. What's that? Oh, that's my light. Just let me get this thing back a bit. There's my memory modules. These things, they're actually Corsair Vengeance. Oops, my hand's in the way. Corsair Vengeance. People criticise me, say, why don't you buy a new computer? You must have a crap computer. It's not crap. It's a decent motherboard. Well, it's a decent computer. 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's just that I use a crap operating system. That's the only thing, really. Oops. Where's the camera? Which end is it? Oh, it's at that end. Right. I was looking on my phone to see which end I was pointing at. So, and the actual thing that produces the electrostatic thing is just one of these deionizers. I just tack into the HT on it, and this thing it's got disgusting yellow because it's been picking up a lot of the crap. It's gone yellow over the years. I think I've had that about 20 years, that thing. But it produces the HT, and the reason I was going to build a HT circuit board myself, but I would have to make a case and everything for it. So I thought, why not just use that thing, because it's already got a case, which is why I did it, because I wanted to basically take some shortcuts. There's 2 DVD writers in here. There's 4 physical hard drives. Trying to get the light in the right place. It's hard to see. It's a mess. That I need to do some cable management. Actually, what else could be making the noise? I'm looking at the fan. I've got a fan in the front of the case there. I don't know if you can see it. There, it blows air through the front bay, and air comes back out and goes past the hard drives to keep the hard drives cool when it's running. So I've got a lot of custom venting going on with it to keep it cool. Anyway, that's it. I don't know how long have I been live. I'm going to have a coffee break. It doesn't tell me on here. Oh, an hour and 18 minutes. Wow. Right, so I'm going to put this all back together again. Put the power supply back in the hole. And there's the other electrostatic filter that... Oh shit, I'm shorting my batteries out. Oops. What's happened to here? There's the other electrostatic filter there. This one comes out easy, so I can take it out. And, oops! Ah, this flipping lamp. Just a minute. Right, you see how clean. It's not perfectly clean, obviously, but it's clean. There's no dust in there, look. It's just a bit yellow. And that end is clean. So the electrostatic method of keeping your computer clean works, because look at the muck where it's been coming in for these little holes in this panel. The air's been coming in, and these leads are high tension electrostatic on them, and all the crap is stuck to the case, look. So it's gone all brown on there, so the muck sticks to the case instead of to the motherboard, which is alright because I don't mind cleaning the case. It's easy enough to get to it. I mean I've been using this computer case now for like, let me see, I think Dave gave me it. A friend of mine gave me this case, and it was from an old Windows 95 system, and the actual case is probably 30-40 years old, I don't know, but I've been using this case for about 25 maybe 20 years, so something like that. Anyway, I'm just going to put this lid back up while I get past, because I can't get past with this down. Something's stopping it going up. Right, I'm going to make myself a cuppa and then put the power supply back in. Yeah. See you later.